Mommy, have I got enough time? Oh, 12 minutes? Okay. Okay, so dealing with homophobia in the workplace. Alright, so I don't know where to start with this video, but it's a fucking good question. I've definitely had to deal with it. Going in careers, in each career that I've been in corporates. Working in law firms considered corporate, right? Yeah, I've worked in a law firm. I have to feel it then. I feel like the biggest time I felt it is probably retail. Retail, I definitely felt it. Entertainment, I didn't feel it as much when I worked in the PR office. But retail, no, retail, I didn't feel it. Retail, yeah, I did. Because it depends. If you're working in high-end shops, you're most likely going to be working around other people that are gay, most likely white. And where I worked in Top Man, in Oxford Circus, and, or Tottenham Court Road, whatever you want to call it. And definitely, there were obviously other gays there. But my manager at that time, his name was Tom, and I happily say his name loud. He was a fucking asshole. He was fucking jealous as fuck, and he was an annoying fucking, what can I call him? He was a top man cockroach. Like, he was oh my God, this man. I just felt like I don't think he likes me because everyone likes me. And you know, sometimes with gays, yeah, they get jealous when someone is naturally a louder personality than them and they're overshadowing them. And he didn't like that, and it was evident because he would just do the most. He was always picking at me, and I never understood it. But now I've grown, I can understand it. But really, it really affected me then because I was like, this is a place I enjoy, and I don't understand why he doesn't like me. Like I really took offense to it. And then when I left, because I was only on a temporary contract then, it was only like a 3-month contract there. I found out that he was showing my Instagram on the shop floor, and that's when I reported him to HR. Now I'm going to tell you some little instances I've had to deal with, and I'm going to tell you how you can possibly deal with them, because sometimes even if it's sexual harassment, if you feel like you're just naturally being bullied and it's always by people in power, like what you don't understand is that we actually have so much rights as employees, and there's ways that you can get these people in trouble. Like there's so much for us, but you it's not really mentioned to you because a lot of the times, yeah, these people that are managers really make you feel like your job is in their hands. Like, you know, I have the power to sack you. I'll never forget the time that this fucking weasel of a manager when I worked in John Lewis was like, well, Juno, you do know all it's going to take is one call. That day, I was so livid. I cannot even describe how angry I was because I was thinking, who do you think you are? And I remember that time I was like, I will never ever want to be in a position where someone feels the urge and feels the need to threaten me with my job. And then that's when I stopped working for agencies, because I used to work for agencies. That used to just be my thing. I used to just be obsessed with agencies because it used to give me freedom to do what I'm wanting to do in my own self. I've tried so many businesses. I've always sold and bought stuff and sold this and started this and done this and done this. So I've always been able to get money. So it's never been a problem, but I always just wanted to work I just feel like working it makes you responsible. It gives you a purpose. There's something fulfilling about working. Would I say that would be my dying wish to this day, to just always work? No, to have multiple businesses, absolutely. But like working does serve its purpose. It brings me sanity. I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't like it that time. Selfridges, I dealt with other gays' jealousy, but I never dealt with... It's so funny because this is the thing, right? When men are secure and this is why I never understood homophobia in the workplace, to be honest, because when I've experienced it more in my job now than I have in any other position any other position, it's always been with other gays. They've always been a bit wishy-washy, or just basically just plain jealous for no reason. When there's no reason to be, you know? It's always been the gay people that have had the problem. It's never been the straight men. It's never been the men. It's never been the girls. It's always been the gay men. Always. So, until this job, now this job where I work, we have 2 agencies that are employed in this current job. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now, what annoys me is because I feel like they let anyone and anyone in, sort of thing. And the type of people that they let in are the typical people that I've definitely had a problem with. So I'll be in my element, doing what I'm doing, minding my own business. I don't watch anyone. I sit with, if I'm not sitting on my own, I sit with my people that I know, like good colleagues of mine, and then that's it. It's so big in that place that it's possible to work with people and only see them at lunch. Do you get what I mean? Or when you're just passing each other by, because everyone's always moving somewhere. Everyone's always doing something different. So you're most likely not going to see the same person regularly. And if you do, it's just going to be now and again. Now, first thing I heard was I had implants. So it started with a joke with this old man. And he said something like, oh my god, he's got a really nice shape, or look at his bum's nice, but he must have implants. So from when he said that, it spiraled, right? And then the next day, I come into work, and then everyone's staring, and I'm like, wow, almost staring, it's a bit odd. And then that's when a colleague of mine, that seems to be on my Snapchat a few times, he was like, well, you know what this man said yesterday, blah 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 blah. And you know how Africans are, they project their voice like a motherfucker. Amen. So but he said it loud and whatever. The person I was friends with at the time took offense to it. She was like, why the fuck, like, you don't even need to be hearing this. Why did you not shut that down? And he goes, oh, he was only joking. He was only joking. Now, this is a good lesson to people, because when someone says something, it's very important not to allow that to linger. It's important to shut that down with the person, whoever said it or whatever said. You don't have to be mad or cruel. I didn't really care. I was like, oh, whatever. People are always going to say, because I'm so used to people always saying shit online and all this rubbish, that it's just whatever. I didn't think anything of it, but I did notice people were staring. Then weeks passed, and it started getting worse. Now I heard that I was a transsexual, and what was even more annoying is because there actually was a transsexual in the building, but no one knew that. So for people to be saying it about me, I was so confused. I was stressed. I was embarrassed, and I was like, you know, this is work, it's whatever. And then it's horrible, because inside you're like, this is not school, this is not secondary school, this is not college, this is a workplace environment with adults where people should have more on their mind than focusing on the sexuality of people, or who's this. Like, we work nights, we work very hard, there's so much pressure in that place, right? So for you to be there, the last thing you should be doing is watching or be talking or even involving yourself in unnecessary nonsense. So I don't understand what you're there to work for. Are you there to work because of the girls that are there? Are you there to work to gossip? Or are you there to work to get your money for the things that you need in life to occupy you to live a happily and fruitful life? Like, what are you there for? What's your purpose? Because ain't no one watching you. Then, this is what I heard it. Someone sent me a voice note. Dear to me, and they were like, the person in the voice note was like, oh my god, I saw the transsexual, oh my god, like, I can't believe it, you missed him, her, oh, the way she was like walking, like she was everything, like she proper walks like a girl, but she looks like a man. It's so weird. And like, this person, her friend Jay, whoever that was at the time, he was like, oh well, Jay said like he needs to be, what the fuck is it? It's so disgusting, the fact that like, who would be a girl, get surgery to be a man and still have a beard? And I'm like, are you stupid? For the simple fact that you even just said that. Like, Seriously, do you know how big of a deal this was? It started to spread, and it was so bad. Like, I went through such an awful time last year when it started to spread. I didn't know what to do with myself because it was too much people to control. And anywhere I'm walking, I'm thinking, oh my God, is this person? And literally every single person that I was speaking to, that I said hello to, everyone heard about it. So now it went around the whole place. I was trying to say, I was like, I need to put a stop to this. So, the person I was friends with at the time said, you know what, you need to go and report this, go to HR and blah blah. I was like, HR, really? It's like, yeah. So I went to HR, literally, you guys, oh my God, I broke down. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't get it out. I was shaking. It was horrible because I was so angry, and I didn't understand like how one thing spiraled into this, and for people to actually be believing that I'm a fucking transsexual, that I'm a transsexual, listen to this. I'm a transsexual that has bum implants, but I transferred from a woman to a man with bum implants and a beard. Like, how does that even resonate in someone's head? Like, why can't people spot bullshit? And that's the thing about black people, right? They instead of them putting a stop to it, like, I'm not gonna lie, because there's a percentage of people that did come up to me, they're like, oh, what people are saying is just nonsense, they're just idiots, you need to be strong. And it was actually the God-fearing ones, the people that go, the aunties and uncles that go to church, like, they were the ones that were really, really nice to me about it. And they were like, you know, you need to forget this and blah blah blah, we all know who you are, you're a lovely boy and blah blah, we love you, Junior. And then it was just so nice. And then, but when I went to HR, I did complain. They made me write a massive statement, but it looked like God took the wheel, because a week or two later, all those people were sacked. Like, all of them. And it felt so refreshing. And then now you still get people saying little things like this and that, like, oh, look at him or look at him. But for it, so much people, like, literally everybody likes me, so they can only say so much. And it's such an odd thing, because I always say to myself, like, what grown man concentrates on another man's bum? If you're grown and straight and you're a heterosexual male, what I don't pay your bills. You're not losing anything of me. Like, I'm not that detrimental to your life. When you go home, it's that whatever you do at home is your business. But these people can't seem to separate professional from personal. And you can have an opinion. I can have an opinion about every single person in that place, but it's not my business. Because when I'm home, this is the only thing I care about. When I'm at work, I know I'm just thinking about my money and I'm still thinking about going home. But these people don't even care about that. They gossip. Men are starting to get more bitchy than the most queeniest gay you could ever imagine in your lifetime. They're getting terrible, actually. Oh my God. I don't think people actually acknowledge the fact that, you know, there can only be so much hate you have for someone that you don't know. Like, for you to hate someone so badly that you don't know, there's something not right up there. Because it's inhumane. It doesn't even make any sense for someone that has never done anything to you, never contributed nothing to you, like, in a negative way or anything, for you to have so much dislike. It's obviously something you like. It's like, men catch themselves looking at me, right, in that place. I'm not stupid. They catch themselves looking, and instead, before anyone can say anything, they have to put something out there negative or attach something negative with it. So it's like, I don't know, just to distract people from actually, you know, you can compliment. It's okay. You can be a man, be comfortable within yourself, to be like, you know what? Fucking hell, he's got a good body, you know. Fucking hell. That doesn't mean that you're gay. You can compliment about someone about affecting your sexuality. It takes more for you to be a totally different, you know, attracted to be to the same sex than for you to throw out compliments. There's nothing wrong with that. Can't stand. This is what separates men from boys. Just people that are adults, even the stupidest. So much little Polish girls in that place, as soon as they're behind me, laughing like they're fucking geishas. Like, Jesus Christ. It doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you be laughing at someone's bum? It's like, it makes such an impact, because that's my main thing, is my body. That's why I've had probably majority of hate. If it's not that, it's from being black, British and Africa. well, being black, British, and Nigerian, because there's definitely a few places, even down to recently, where I've been told that I'm not a real Nigerian because I don't speak Yoruba, and because only my dad's Nigerian, so how can I be classified as a real Nigerian? You know, and that really offended me as well. Really, really, really offended me. But it's just people are reckless with their mouths. They don't really seem to think about what they're saying, and better off. They seem to forget that they're in a workplace. I will never understand people. I will never understand why people are the way they are and why they act the way they do at work. But you definitely need to know that if you're offended or someone has offended you in a certain way, you feel like you can't do anything about it. That's what HR's for. Like, go to HR, go to a student union, you have a union rep. Like, we definitely have one, and they fight your case for you and all that stuff. But I like to just go to the source and nitty gritty and go to HR because everything gets dealt with properly like that. And don't think that anyone is above anyone. Like, don't feel like that. And how I cope, because that was another question as well. I don't need to cope with being gay because that's who I am. This is what it is. It's none of your business. You don't have to like it. We're not here for you to like it or not. We're here to get a job done. Everyone's here to get a job done. That's the whole point of work. You know, you don't come to intertwine your personal and to get mingle and friendly and need friends. I don't need friends. You don't need friends in a workplace. What you need to do is be yourself, do your job and go home. And if you happen to meet people along the way, amazing. If you don't, who cares? You're only there for the purpose of getting that money. You didn't go into work for friendships, you know? And once you happen to go in like that, and you're just who you are. I never understand why people are DL at work, why they're scared to come out, why they're this, why I've met so much people that are proper out in the scene and they're not out at work. Do you know how much conversations I've overheard of people gossiping in these clubs? And like, well, if people saw me at work, oh my god, they can never see me like this. Like, you kidding me? Let me tell you something, yeah. You're not meant to care. That's the one place that you should definitely not be care about who you are, what you've done, who you sleep with, whatever. I mean, if you're mingling and dingling with people at work, that's very unprofessional. And so much people I know have definitely done that. And it's just, you know, if you're going to keep your stuff together, keep it on wraps, keep it on low, you know. If you're going to be in a relationship at work, fantastic. But to be going around every Tom, Dick and Harry, I think that's horrible and that's disgusting and it's just unprofessional. Secondly, you shouldn't be scared to be who you are at work. I mean, you are who you are, that's it. And I feel like people can overthink things more than the reality of it. And that got me in a lot of trouble within the first time I ever started working from when I was 18, because I would hide myself even though it's one place I should be free. You know, it doesn't make sense because you're coming in there as an adult. Like, it is what it is. Oh, what? Have you got a girlfriend? No, I have a boyfriend. Oh, if you don't like it, it's not your business because this is work. This is not school where you have to be scared about someone telling someone saying, oh, no. No one cares. No one cares. We care. The way you conduct yourself is very important. You have to be confident in who you are and your being and what comes out of your mouth, and you have to have that stance. It's very important. You can't allow these people to be able to see you as weak because when they're getting their flocks, that's when it's easy for them to make you feel like you're inadequate or make you feel inferior. And you should never allow someone to make you feel like that, especially in a place where you're there to get your money like everybody else. And if you feel like that and if it goes too far, then make sure you report their asses, because no one deserves to make you feel like that at a place where you need to make money to survive and live. Kidding me or what? This is not family, this is not friends, this is a workplace establishment. Who I'm with and who I sleep with at night and who I am should not have anything to do with you, because that doesn't get in the way from me doing my job the way that I do it, okay? And I do a fucking good job, like you do. So that's just that. I don't feel like you have to deal with it a certain way. I think that's the one place that you should not be out. I'm not saying that you should not be out. What am I saying? It's one place you should not be out. It's the one place that you should be out, yeah. It's one place that you should be not scared about being who you are, your sexuality, living in your truth or whatever. Just be confident in your being. Stop overthinking what people think and just live. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna face trials and tribulations regardless. It's not that. I've experienced every ounce from being a fake Nigerian to my sexuality to my bum. Like, even this was the whole thing, because that has nothing to do with sexuality. That's an aspect of my body. I have a nice body. I can't lie about that. It is what it is. It looks amazing in trousers. Oh yeah, jiggles. It's amazing. I love my bum, but regardless of what my sexuality is, that would have still been there, and those rumors could have still surfaced. So you can never not prevent anything from happening, but the one thing you can do is know yourself, be true in yourself, and stand, and just love yourself. At the end of the day, you're in a workplace. Who fucking cares? Oh my god, I wish I had this mentality a long time ago. If I had this mentality when I was in college, I wouldn't have went through half the stuff I would have went through in college, because almost I allowed people to make me feel like I wasn't good enough, or there was something wrong with me, or I always allowed what people said to get to me, when my whole purpose of being in college was to get educated. People that are ignorant don't understand the purpose of things, of why they should be doing what they're doing. But they will happily pick on you because they can already sense that you are not sure of your own damn self. So if someone's not sure of you and they're feeling some type of way, they're going to pick on the weakest link. And trust me, I'm not no one's fault idiot. Just because you see me laughing here and there and being friendly with this person, don't mean that I won't give you what for. But this is a workplace, so I don't need to give you that much attention. But if you carry on, I will report your ass and you will be sacked. There's someone that was like, one of my friends had an argument with someone downstairs. I said, why don't you report her? She goes, no, because I don't want to snitch. I was like, there's no such thing. This is a workplace. Oh my God, this is not Harlem. My good God, this ain't street code. This is a workplace. If someone's disrespecting you, you better get to them, better get to the HR before they get to you, because this person could easily go and start saying how she's finding this person a threat. And before you know it, that's your job on the line, because you didn't want to do what? No, you don't give favours to people in a workplace. I'm telling you, you don't. Live yourself, live your truth, know what you're there for, and be proud of who you are. Fuck that. And if people want to make you feel like you're less of a human being than you are, then report their ass, John. Nonsense. My God. Very passionate about this. Very passionate about it. And that's the video done. As always, you guys, keep those emails coming in because I like them. They're nice. And I shall see you tomorrow for the next video. Mwah!